So, look at your book and read the Mangalacharanam. That is our prayer. Om Namo Brahmane Brahma Vidyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrabhyo Vasishtha Vishwamitra Vyasa Valmiki Shukadidya Shri Ramachandraya Ramabhadraya Cha Mukdasmitanchita Manopnya Mukendu Bimbam Snigdhamrita Pratimacharu Krupa Kataksham Agre Sarer Anusrutam Munibhir Muninam Nyadhrotha Mula Vasatim Guru Mashrayamaha Shloka number 4. Astira sarvaye deme Sachara cheshtitaha Apatam pataya papaha Bhava vibhava bhumayaka. So Rama is trying to point out what are the defects of the popular way of life led by human beings in the world. And popularly our life is only, we think our purpose is only for enjoying the world. We are here and for us the world has been provided and we should make the best out of that. That is the outlook of general people. Rama says, in my thinking discrimination, what I have found is, it is all a mistake because it will only bind people and give maximum trouble to people. That is what I have come to understand. Hence, I am having this situation. That is the idea. Which introduction I have given you, Rama is trying to tell as per the question of Vasishtha, which we have seen, understand. It's an answer to that question. So all those things may not be here because I told you it is only a selection of verses by me. That is why it is like that. Okay. Now this sloka, though we did, certain recording has not been done. I am going to do it in a brief manner. Now Rama is telling what here? Sarve eva ime Sachara chestitaha Bhava vibhava bhumayaha. These are all the Visheshanam or adjective of objects in the world. Vishaya. Rama says. That means our life is only in this area. Ime sachara chestitaha. So all chesta activities of whether it is charam or acharam. That means trees are acharam, but there is a chesta. In you and me, animals, everywhere there is chesta. All of them. Everything, whatever may be there. All activities indirectly. Konsavi vyavahara. That is what is said there. All of them. Without exception, sarve. All. Kuch bhi hone do. Sab kuch. Without exception. This is now. And vibhava bhumayaha means it has got vibhavam, varieties. Which are all varieties special. Each one is special from the bhumayaha means all objects. Independent. Vyakti. Pratyek vegla. That are called bhumayaha, plural. All of them, particularly bahuvachan. All of them particularly. First condition, astiraha. Astiram means all are particularly which is vinashi or anityaha sarve anityaha eva, which I told you, agama apayinaha anityaha, or Bhagavan said what? Adi antavanta kaunteya. They are all like that, only are time bound. Because of that, they are all perishable, anityam. They have got no particularly nityata, shashvatata. So all avinashi, particularly vinashi. Okay, not only that, once your mind get into that, what will happen? They will lead you to do and violate all the laws. So, because you want to enjoy all these things, if you get it by normal means, सीधा रास्ता से मिलेगा, ठीक है, अच्छा हो गया. But when I don't get by सीधा रास्ता, मुझे रास्ता मालूम है. So I know the way to how to get it. So people resort to, I told you, भ्रष्टाचार, अत्याचार, दुराचार, all sorts of ways to get it. That's why papa. Hence Bhagavan told you when Arjuna asked question. So understand, kama yesha, krodha yesha, rajoguna samudbhavaha, mahachana, mahapapma. Understand it, sir. So we must all understand from this. We ask all these questions. ये दुनिया में आदमी लोग ऐसा क्यों करता है? That's what it is. ऐसा क्यों करता है? हर एक मन में भर के रखा है तो क्या करेगा? पाप भर के रखता है. कौन सा पाप? जिसका इच्छा रखे वो इच्छा सीधा रास्ता नहीं पूरा होता है. यदि वो पूरा करने के लिए क्या करना सोच के सब कुछ करता है, वही है पाप भर के रखता है. That's why our Shastra says nothing wrong with kama, ichcha, but see that ichcha is within the framework of dharmam, law. Till such time it is not, people will fulfill by whatever means they feel is proper. उसको जो लगता है ठीक है, तुझे अच्छा नहीं वाटत, बरं वाटत नाही, मला वाटतो, करतो. That attitude is there. That's what you are seeing. People are telling that. They justify anything they do. That's why papa. Okay, क्या है पाप? क्या बात करता है तुम? So Rama says, finally, ultimately, what it will do? शेवटी आपादाम पतयहा. आपत्म से पड़नार, त्रासा पड़नार, दुखा पड़नार, नरका पड़नार. That is what आपादाम पतयहा. Apat means danger, all sorts of problems is called apat, including death is also apat. Understand? That is what is called particularly. So this life will ultimately end there. That is the idea Rama is telling, which Bhagavan said they are all dukkha yonaya evate. That's all. But जब करता है जब भी आदमी को मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. Last time I told you all forms of indulgence in the world, thinking they make you happy, ultimately they become rogi, afterwards hospital, then end is what? Vaikuntha, they will go. That is all. That is the end of that. That is what Rama is telling. All how did it come? Bhagavan gave you a good body, Bhagavan gave you a good world, but if you want to abuse it, that is your problem. That's what you should understand. That is what the thing. But people use the buddhi to get into problem. That's the idea. Okay, now continue. Ayashalaka sadrishaha parasparamasanginaha slishyante kevalam bhavaha manak kalpanaya swaya. Rama wants to point out, you cannot blame the world or the objects in the world. दुनिया का जो विषय है उसमें कोई दोष नहीं है, उसका कोई दोष नहीं है, सब दोष आपका है. The problem is with each individual Rama is pointing. And what is that mistake is what is being told. First he tells what is the nature of all these objects in the world, particularly. First, so here again discussion is Vishayaha. That is what he discussed. Aya Shalaka Sadrishaha. Aya means iron, loha. Shalaka means this particularly bars or kambi. They are called Shalaka. Sadrishaha similar to that. So they are like iron balls. Or you can call it like any sort of grill and other things to put. They are all referred here by Ayat Shalaka Sadrishaha. Which Rama says, where do you put? In your house also you are putting. Why? Not to prison yourself. Somebody need not enter. But in the Karagraha kiske liye lagaya hai? In a cage why are you putting? Same thing. So there's to trap somebody. So they are all like that. To trap every human being. प्रत्येक माणसाना आपला पिंजरे टाकून काय करतं? मी काय करू, मी काय करू, मी काय करू. That attitude. As though prisoned. So that is the meaning. They are the thing we call binding. Bandhana टाकणारे. So ज्यांना बंधनात टाकलं, कुठे टाकतात? असं. That's why when you catch an animal, you want to trap it, you put it inside. Like that, we trap ourselves. All of us. We have trapped ourselves in this body. That's why our Shastra says, this itself is one particular pinjara. We are all caught inside. Why are we associated with this? That's what the thing that is there. You have done and you are here. That's what Rama is telling. So this life which we people lead, ultimately will lead to what? To perpetuate this bandhanam. That's all. That is the idea Rama is trying to suggest here. So, ayas shalaka sadrishaka. Though they are like that, and what is another condition? Parasparam asangina. You see, every bar, you put like this, एक दूसरे को लगता नहीं है. लगता है क्या? कितना भी जवळ जवळ ठेवा तरी लागत नाही. असंगिना परस्परम. दो परस्परम असंगिना आपको संग करके अंदर लगा देता है. That's the idea. That is why the Vishayas are not together. कोई झाड़ एक साथ में है क्या? कोई चीज साथ में, सब अलग है. मगर आप क्या जाते हैं उसका साथ में साथ हो जाता है. You won't become one with it. You want to become one with everything. They don't want to come and become one with you. Anything? कुछ नहीं है. This is what Rama is trying to tell. That means उसका दोष नहीं है दिखाने के लिए. Don't blame the world. ये दुनिया बहुत बुरी है. दुनिया बुरी नहीं भाई साहब. दुनिया में कोई दोष नहीं है. पीछे सब दोष किधर है? आप में है. आप में है. That is the idea Rama is telling. That means you are fairly responsible for everything. As long as you don't accept that, you don't want to own up, you will put your finger. That's what everybody says. दुनिया का वजह से, उसका वजह से, इसका वजह से, मेरा पूरा इतना तकलीफ इसका वजह से, उसका वजह से. Understand? But if you analyze, सबका कारण कौन है? अपना soul. We are the cause. That requires a lot of maturity. Till we don't have this maturity, we will always try to find in English a scapegoat. From where to pass the buck to somewhere. Pass the baby there. These are all the words you have got. That is what people try to do always. But to accept and own up our mistakes, it takes a lot of maturity. That is what Vedanta tells. If you really want to mature and really want to be free from all this bandhanam, first mature and own up. That there is something problem with me. I have lack in me. मेरा कोई कमीपने है. I have got lack. which we cannot easily own up. Can we? We always try to get, no, I don't think I am like that. You are unnecessarily telling like that. Yeah, oh, everybody. Even a well-meaning person, जो आदमी आपका भला के लिए बताएगा, फिर भी आप मानेंगे नहीं. Why? That is human. That is human. It takes a lot of maturity when another person points out mistake to say, yes sir, I am wrong, and to say thank you for pointing out my mistake. It takes a lot of time. Real wise people always, if somebody points out mistake, if they see the mistake, very thank you, very, very much please. You corrected me. I learned. That is what is called maturity. Generally we get hurt. Only always to point out my mistakes. That's what generally comes. Next minute the reply. You are always like that. Always point out my mistakes only. You are waiting for that. It is natural. मीच दिसतो तुम्हाला, दुसरं कोणी दिसत नाही. All sorts of things. That is what in the world. That is why we are all bound, understand? Because we don't learn by ourselves, nor even when others tell we are willing to learn. That's why it takes a lot of maturity. You must know that. This is the problem of every human being. That's why these are all universal. Rama is telling. एक आदमी कने सबका आदमी बोलेगा तो हर एक आदमी ऐसा है. थोड़ा आगे पीछे जाति कम नहीं, लिटिल ऊपर नीचे सब में है. आदमी अगर जन्म लेगा तो ऐसा ही होगा. Everyone is like that. Everybody has to gradually grow. Mature. These are all the things called vivekam, understand? These are all part of vivekam. All the vivekam must be there. Then only you will put effort to become free. As long as you don't understand this, you think I am right. That's why everybody thinks I am the perfect, I am the clean. Nothing wrong with me. That's a conclusion everybody has got. That's why very difficult to correct ourselves, because I cannot accept that there is something wrong with me. That's a problem. So that condition being there, here Rama is pointing out that problem. That is what is the thing that is said here particularly. Then parasparam asanginaha, he says now. So kevalam, he says now. Kalpanaya swaya manabhavaha slishyante. Understand now? So what makes you kasa tumhala lagto sarva? Rama says kevalam, fakta, sirif, kevalam, sirif, simple. He says now, swaya mana kalpanaya bhavaha. Understand? Your own mind and its bhavana, your own projections, your own bhavana, your own kalpana. Apla kalpana karun, apanat जाऊन पस्तो. सकाळ पासून चिंतन करून संध्याकाळ त्रास. That's what it is. So every problem is your own handiwork of your mind. That's what Rama is telling. These are all called maturity. Otherwise you always try to find a scapegoat. इनका वजह. But if you sit and analyze, you will find your own mind has been the one who has been doing all this. Idle mind, devil's workshop. It has done the devil created all these things. That's what Rama is telling in his own language particularly. Slishyante means lapto. It binds you. It sticks you. Slish means to afflict you, to touch you, to connect you. That's what Slishyante. Each one of them. That means you are afflicted. That's why our Shastra says you are asangaha. According to our Shastra, Bhagavan has told you, Sharirasthopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. पण आपल्याला लागतं की नाही? देवा म्हणतात तुम्हाला काही लागू शकत नाही. तू शरीरामध्ये असून तरी पण देवाला काय सांगायला, मलाच माहिती आहे, सर्व लागतो मला. आहे की नाही? दिस इज व्हॉट रामा सेज. अंडरस्टँड? देवाला सांगायला काय आहे? त्यांना काय माहिती आहे? त्यांना काय माहिती नाही, आम्हाला सर्व माहिती आहे. इज व्हॉट आवर थिंकिंग आहे. Our thinking is. Fact is what? But what is our thinking? So how do you get affected? By your joining. This called Shastra says, you only go on Tadatmya Om. It's called Tadatmya. So Tat Mama, this is I, happening to me. You think it is yours. So what is after Vedanta? We are not telling such things are there, not there. They are there. But doesn't affect you, cannot affect you. तुम्हाला लागू शकत नाही, नाही. पण तुम्हाला म्हणायला होत, आपल्याला काय हो? These are all the things. त्याचे किती वेळ तुम्ही किती वर्षांना ऐकतो, आतापर्यंत आपला भावना काय आहे? हा, हे लोकांना काय हो, सांगताना काय वाटत नाही, आपल्याला आपण माहिती आहे आपल्या त्रास. This way we don't become free. Our freedom is lacking because of ourselves. We are not willing to accept what Shastra says. That is Tattvam. You are not to become anything. That is the meaning of Tattvam. Fact, Paramartha, आपल्याला काय लागत नाही. म्हणून त्याच्यातून मुक्त व्हायचं नाही. That is Tattvam Asti. That is the meaning. That is the meaning. That you are free is a fact even now at this moment. Ya Kshanat. That's why I told you moksha. Understand itself? That is the reason. Moksha, I told you. If you accept, moksha means on the spot. Now, Yachanat, Maharashtra. Yachanat. Yachanat. Pajata. So choice is yours, is it or not? Choice is yours. Now, understand, when the choice is yours, why are you not getting moksha? Itna bharat se kyun nahi mila? Tell me now. This is what you all must understand. That's why because you have finished Gita, I can talk. Otherwise, I cannot talk all this. Rama is pointing out every problem belongs at the level of the people. Bhagavan has given you a Purushartha, a choice to think. That is why thinking is not problem, but how you think. How you think. That's why car is not problem, how you drive. Understand? Everything is like that. You cannot blame the car. This car is problem. Why? Every time accident. Car is problem for accident. Car is not problem for accident. Accident every time in your driving is problem. Like that only. Body is not problem. Mind is not problem. Thinking is not problem. But how you think. How you have learned to think. इसके लिए सोचने को भी सीखना चाहिए, कैसा सोचने का. That's what school is teaching, college is teaching. In that field, in a profession, they teach you how to think. In a work, how to think. Similarly, our life, our shastra, our parents, our family, it is for that. In the family and in our emotional situations, how to think. In our interrelationship, how to think. That is what is the teaching at home, which we don't understand. We don't understand. That is why learn from elders. Learn from others. That is why elders are required. That is association with all of them, which people don't understand. People don't understand. And this is what elders are supposed to teach children also. That is what is very much essential. That's why our more problem is, in this interrelationship, only wrong thinking, wrong relationship makes our life miserable, I tell you. Even in the office, when you are dealing and relating to people, you should know how to relate with people. Keep good relationship, life is nice. If you don't keep good relationship, life becomes a misery, problem. That is what is learning in the life of human beings. Everything is learning. But you must know that is at a certain stage, we are taught, we are taught. That's why they will say behavior. कसं वागायचं, कसं बोलायचं, हे करायचं, हे असं नाही बोलायचं, असं नाही करायचं. That's why every moment they is to correct all of it. Understand it? And that is essential. Children don't know. When they are innocent, it is our duty to guide them. Every place. Like that, even when you are new in an office, you are to be guided by the seniors. This is what is the life we are all going through. That is what everywhere understudy, training, probation. ये सब इसके लिए भाई साहब. Because everywhere you plus other things are there. Net result is what? Office में जाके आया, उदास बसला है. Why? Tell me. Why are we sitting depressed from office? No, in the office, they did like this, they did like that. This is what everybody complains. Office complain. Office में जाके ऐसा बैठा, क्यों घर में ऐसा, office में बैठता है, उधर ऐसा, इधर बैठता है. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. Everybody. Everywhere, what is the problem? This interaction problem, interrelationship problem. This is what is going on, I tell you. One girl spoiled her life itself, I know. Even today, she is in some home. Because somebody told her something in the bus. You must know that. A young girl. Because she was particularly in the bus, one boy looked at her and told, "Are you a girl? You look like a man." This is sufficient. From that day, the girl is mad. Even today, she is mad. Even today, she is mad. She could not absorb that. She could not absorb that. I know the family. I know the brothers. I know everybody. And they told me, this is the problem, Swamiji. From that day, she didn't tell us. She was keeping. And finally, she became so tense. Later on, we find it very difficult to do. Finally, she is not available at home. She started becoming very, very violent. We have to put her, admit in some place. Even today, the girl is there. I know very well. Human mind is very fragile, sir. Very fragile. जल्दी टुकड़ा होता है. I told you in the beginning itself, दिल टूट गया. खिलौना है, सब कुछ टूट जाता है. हिंदी में ऐसा सब बोलता है कि नहीं? सब खिलौना है, सब टूट जाता है. जल्दी टूटने वाला. Human mind is very fragile. You have to handle it very nicely. You must know. Anybody's mind can be easily broken. Easily broken. That's why broken-hearted. These are all these English words you are all having. And it is very difficult to join it afterwards. I tell you, दुरुस्त करायला होत नाही. किती प्रयत्न केलं तरी. So that is why this handling of human mind is required. Very delicate. Very delicate. Very delicate. And we make it more delicate, I tell you. That is what is it. That fellow is sensitive. Very careful, very careful. This is what another one. That's what you say, sensitive. This is all the thing. You must have sensitivity. This hypersensitive is very difficult. That is called short-tempered. नहीं वो जाती बोलेगा, तुम एक बात बोलेगा तो रड़ता, तो पानी काटता. These are all the things that is there. Immediately. These are all problems. So that is what Rama is telling. We make our life miserable, our own life miserable. These are all the things you all must understand. That is why learn. When you are learning, learn properly. That's why I told you, Bhagavad Gita and our Shastra is a big MBA, I told you. I told you it's a very big MBA. Not for salary, not for position, but to make our life proper. That's why I told you it is two management. Mind management, other is called emotion management. Emotion management. For the purposes Bhagavad Gita, one part I call Yoga Shastram is for that purpose. Yoga Shastram is for that purpose. And that is what Rama is pointing out here. That's what you all must understand. And again, now afterwards, treatment and all, Vasishtha is going to tell. Very detailed, all of them. That is what is going to come. Here Rama is pointing out particularly, it is now, all of them. Further. Manasamayatamidam jagat abo. Okay. Manasamayatamidam jagad abogi drishyate manascha sadiva bhati kenasmat parimokitaah. This is what Rama is trying to say. I am not able to definitely come to an understanding about this mind. ये मनाबद्दल मराबर खरोखर काय समजत नाही. That is what Rama is telling, because he says no. First he says, idam abhogi jagat drishyate manas samayaktam. All about the world. Idam jagat, this whole world. Drishyate appears. Disto vakto. Abhogi, bhogaila, bhogaila, bhogaila. That it is meant for enjoyment. There is lot of things to enjoy. Asa vakto. हे सर्व भोगायला ठेवलं आपल्याला असं सर्वांना वाटतो. असं भावना कुठून आणलं? मनस समायातम. मनाने सर्व निर्माण करून ठेवतात. मन करतात. Understand? Which mind? That is what is called. You must understand. Here only comes juna vasana. ये कभी शुरू हो गया? This is what is the perpetuation, continuity. बार बार कभी शुरू हो गया मालूम नहीं. That's what you say संस्कार, वासना, all these things particularly. कभी से शुरू हो गया इसको मालूम नहीं है. This is what our शास्त्र अनादि, अनादि, अनादि. That's what Rama says particularly. So all this condition itself seems to be the handiwork of mind only. This attitude, outlook, bhavana. But then as if when you are telling mind, that's why Rama blames the mind. What people are telling, मेरा मन ऐसा है, इसको वजह से होता है. Rama is also telling that. So that is why particularly later on only Vasishtha is going to tell, don't try to blame the mind or anything. It is a question how you are misusing, abusing your free will. As long as you are there, you are the user of the mind. Mind is only an instrument. Don't blame the instrument. That's what it is. That's why in our Shastra it is all karanam. 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 Karanam means equipment, instrument. You should not blame the instrument. Why? Instrument is to be utilized by you. So can you blame the instrument? If the instrument, that way before starting to use, check your instrument. That's what. गाड़ी बीच में बंद पड़ा, चालू करने का पहला चेक करने का. That's why driver, if you got a driver, साहब गाड़ी में पेट्रोल नहीं है, चालू करने का पहला क्यों नहीं देखा? That's why you ask a question. गाड़ी नहीं बताएगा, sometimes it shows, but if you don't care, बीच में बंद हो जाएगा. Even if the car is making some noise, check it up immediately. That's why everything has to be done before starting to use the equipment. So don't blame the equipment. That's why regular check of equipment is very much essential. That's why even if you are feeling little feverish, immediately check up. It is the body having problem. If you ignore it, it will create problem only. These are all the things. Because it cannot tell, the equipment cannot tell I have got problem. It has got its own language. Uska bhasha hai, batata hai. Body tells something wrong with me by fever, by pain. All those things, it is all a message it is giving you. And if you are using the body, it is for you to do whatever is necessary. This is what you all must understand. Because there is a distinction between you and the body. You are the user of the body. That's what we don't understand. We are body we think. At the same time, we are using. These are all the things that we must understand. So give it the place that it has got and deal with it properly. That is why children don't know, elders understand and try to do. But when it comes to you, you ignore and you get into a lot of problems. That we must understand. That's what he is telling particularly. So he says now, Drishyate means appears. Idam abhogi jagat. The whole world appears to be something for this particularly, he says now, as manas samayatam, as though presented or set up by the mind itself, particularly all these things. That's what he is thinking. One way of thinking. Another way Rama says, दूसरा जगह से ऐसा सोचने पे ऐसा भी लगता है. What is that? He says now, cha, फिर भी मनहा, particularly however, asadiva abhati. Mind seems to be not real. It seems to be unreal. Why? कभी है कभी नहीं है. हमेशा एक ही ऐसा रहेगा तो सच बोल सकता है. एक बार ऐसा रहता है, ऐसा रहता है. इसका काय, इसका सच क्या है कुछ मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. So it looks as though it is asat or nitya. Looks like nitya. I cannot say it is absolutely real, but we cannot ignore it also. What is that? What is nitya? है भी नहीं बोल सकता है, नहीं भी नहीं बोल सकता है. That's called the thing. That's called asat. Understand? If asat exists, sometimes exists, sometimes doesn't exist. That's why it is asat. Understand it? That's a nitya. और as though नहीं बोलता है, फिर भी है. कभी लगता है मन नहीं है, कभी लगता है अरे वापस आ गया, इधर से आया पता नहीं है. That is what asadeva abhati. When I think it looks like that, फिर भी, if that is so, Rama asked a question to himself or to Vasishtha. So, kenasma parimokita. ऐसा होने से भी लगता है पीछे ये सब काम किसका है. केन स्महा और परिमोगिता डेल्यूटेड. ये भ्रांति में कैसा पड़ा है, ये कैसा हो गया अपने को. ये मन करता है तो ऐसा मन कैसा कर सकता है. मन छोड़ के दूसरा कोई है क्या, किससे होता है. ये सब प्रश्न उत्तर बैठक नहीं. All this, for this I am not getting an answer. That's what Rama is telling. Now Rama now concludes and tells with another thinking. Asataiva vayam kashtam vikrishtha mooda buddhayaha mrikatrishnaambhasa dure vane mugdha mrigha iva. Now Rama is telling how we are all foolish or ignorant, ajnani hai, sub particularly deluded, bhranti. How? Though we are human. So Rama says our popular thinking, our outlook about the world and our dealing with the world and leading a life is all a deluded life. This is called particularly confusion, delusion, bhranti. That means, what is भ्रांति? जो सच नहीं है वो सच समझ के उसका पीछे पीछे भागना. This is what Vedanta says. दुनिया में थोडा भी एवढा पण सुख नाही, एवढा पण दुःख पण नाही. पण आपण मानणार का? सांगा, मानायला तयार आहे? ओ जरा जाऊन बघा, जरा नंतर कळेल तुम्हाला. That's what you will say. So what is not there, to say it is there is called, here Rama is telling, that's what it is. Though it is not there and it is not for you, but still it is there. Because our Shastra says everything is yours, this thing. Because this body is something like this loat. ये लोट है इधर, इसको कितना मारो ये रोता है क्या? इसको काटो रोता है क्या? That is why this body also, when you give anesthesia, why it doesn't cry? It doesn't do anything. Why? That is why it is not complaining at all. It is not complaining. Why? Because it is inert, insentient, which you see whenever it is dead. When it is dead, it proves I am this. But how are you sentient? Like a fan. That's why when the fan, when it has got repair, what does the mechanic do? Take a hammer and हाथोड़ी लेके मारता है. रोता है क्या? नहीं है. Like that, this body also, when doctors want to cut and all, that's why they make it completely insentient. No जानीवर, काटो, तोड़ो, कुछ भी करो उसको. That's why it doesn't cry, nor you cry. Why? That is its original nature. But बीच में क्यों रोता है? That is the problem. That is the problem. That's why what is not there, we project it is there. This is what Vedanta tells all the time. Adhyasam, adhyaropitam, moham, bhranti, bhranti. So where are you going to put? Atma cannot have problem. Body cannot have problem. But at the same time there is problem. That is why Shastra says it is adhyasam, wrong kalpana. That's why when you inquire only, which is nahi to be hai na, that is what is Shastra says. Jo nahi hai, hai lagna, that is what is called Bhranti. Bhranti. That is why after studying Vedanta, जब हाई तब भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए. कौन यही बुद्धि अभी जो हाई बोलता है वो नहीं बोलने का क्या किसको नहीं है? फर्स्ट एटलीस्ट अपने लिए नहीं है बोलो. दैट इज अभी सब किसके लिए है? हमारे लिए, हमारे लिए, हमारे लिए. दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम. शास्त्रा वांट टू रिलीज यू ओनली. हाउ? बाय टेलिंग यू इट इज नॉट देयर. इसके लिए आपको क्या बोलने में, हमको मालूम है, हम ही बोलता है. दैट इज व्हाट यू ऑल से. आप लोग को सब ऐसा बात करने में क्या आसान हो जाता है. सब हम लोग को मालूम है, हम लोग सब गृहस्थी है, हम लोग ऐसा है वैसा है. दिस इज व्हाट इज योर आर्ग्यूमेंट. बट फैक्ट इज इट इज नॉट देयर. इट इज नॉट देयर. दैट्स व्हाई भगवान से मैं जायते म्रियते, मरण नहीं है जनन नहीं है. ये लोकांना काय दवडा पुढे दिसतो, मरला आणि माणूस गेला हो आणि नाही म्हटलं तर कसा चलणार? दॅट्स व्हाट वी आस्क ए क्वेश्चन. कॅन वी एक्सेप्ट? वी कॅन नॉट एक्सेप्ट. अंडरस्टँड? दॅट्स व्हाय आय टोल्ड यू इन द मूवी, इन डोळे पुढे दिसलं, गोळी मारलं, रस्ता प्रवाह पाचा गेलं, गेले का? हा? दॅट्स व्हाय आय टोल्ड यू. That's why I told you, Vedanta maximum is what? Our maxim is, because I see it is real. I tell you, this is what Vedanta. Our thing is, what I see is real. Because I have seen with my own eyes. मी माझा डोळेने पाहिलाय. That is Vedanta, Maharashtra. But Vedanta says, it is not real. Why? Because you saw it. Huh? It is not real because you saw it. Yad drishyam tad nashyam. Whatever you see is not correct. Why? It tells you, you are seeing sunrise and sunset. Now you are all scientists, no? You are all great scientists. Is sun rising and setting? If you are scientist, can you accept? You have to be ordinary village man to say, खरं आहे, दिसतो ना, सूर्य उदय झालं, संध्याकाळी तिकडे गेलं, नाही कसं सांगतोय? You have to accept. Now you decide. You want to go with science or with your eyes? No. This is what it is. This is what is Vedanta. Understand? Vedanta says, though it appears real, it is not. The stars are appearing so small. Your eyes are telling. So you want to accept science or accept your eyes? Come on. Go by what? This too, na? Because I see small, it must be small only. But science says what? Each star is as big as. Understand? Sun was more than this earth, they say. As big as this earth is each one of them. Aisa? No. So now whom are you going to accept? You want to go with science? You have to say our eyes are not the proper means to decide the reality. This is what Vedanta says. Hence, our perception is not the means to establish reality. That is called Dutta Pramanam. For establishing Tattvam, our perception is not a Pramanam. That is Vedanta dismissed. So that is why your Anubhavam is also a particular perception. That cannot be the basis to say, I have problem. That's why Vedanta says, why? The reality is, you cannot have problem. You cannot have problem. That's why Bhagavan says, शरीर को कितना मार खाया भी आपको कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. नैनम चिंदंदी शस्त्राणी. भगवान से तो ये नम नहीं चिंतंदी. वो ये नम कौन? तुमको बोलता है. तुला मार होऊ शकत नाही, मार लागू शकत नाही. ओ मला लागलं बघा ना. That is what you will say. Because for you is the शरीरम. So लागलं. So if you want Vedanta to come to you, you have to understand what Vedanta is talking. So these are all the things that is necessary. Simply Vedanta सुना करके कुछ नहीं होता है. उसमें क्या बोलता है ठीक से समझना चाहिए. I have been harping on all these things. you all must understand particularly, which you all must know properly. That is what particularly says now. So what Rama says particularly says, so Vayam Kashtam. Vayam means Rama says all of us. Apan Sarva. Saglo. Whatever you want to say. Aap log sab. Hum log sab. Without example. Without exception everybody. He says no. Who are they? Mooda Buddhayaha. Understand Rama says. Though you have particularly studied America जाके आया, उधर यूनिवर्सिटी सब जाके आया, फिर भी अपना जीवन का बारे में सोचेगा सब मूढ़ बुद्ध है. Why? Everyone without exception thinks the world makes me happy or unhappy. The world gives me problem. A scientist also will agree that there is pleasure, there is pain. Ordinary unpad आदमी भी वही बोलता है. So in spite of all education, with reference to this, everybody is who? Mooda Buddhaya. Deluded, confused. That's what you must know. No. Maybe Rama's time may be like that. Our time we are not. Can you say? It is not. So what we are discussing, we must understand. That's why every human being, in one way we are all very intelligent, highly educated, everybody. But we are discussing your personal, private life. There only samsara is there. Understand? What is personal? So I cannot accept. I want a different me, the happy me, that me. This opinion you hold and struggle in the life. For that, what all things we are all doing. Day in and day out we are all doing. Everyone without exception. Ultimate end is this only. I have problem and I don't want the problem. If possible, I want to be free from problem. Who doesn't want? Everybody wants. That's why Buddha Buddhaya, Vayam Rama says, including himself. We all, Rama says, Apan Sarva. But Rama Panasa. Oh, that's why I told you. Rama doesn't say Baki Lok Sab. That's why Rama says we are all. You must understand here. Rama doesn't want to say, I am very intelligent. No. Because I have got problem, I am attributing, how can I be? So that is why, like me, I find everybody is. So I say everybody is of this nature. Everyone has got this universal problem. This is universality of the problem. That's what Rama is finding out. So Vayam particularly, all of them particularly, why we are Mooda Buddhayaha? First Rama says, our buddhi means our understanding, our knowledge, our all the thing is not correct. Mooda means confused, foolish, deluded. All the things. Bhagavan has used to. In Gita, Bhagavan has clearly told you. Understand all the things. All this terminology Bhagavan also used in Bhagavad Gita. Understand itself particularly. So these are all the things Bhagavan says, particularly in Gita also. Namam duskritino moodaha prapadyante naradamaha mayaya apakrita jnanaha Asuram bhavam ashritaha. This is the thing. Understand particularly. Mokhashaha, mokha karmanaha, mokha jnanaha, vichetasaha. Bhagavan has told everything. Who are these people? Asuram bhavam ashritaha. What is asuram bhavam? Don't think they are not asuras. Yes. According to our Shastra, asuraha means what? Raha means Raman karne wala. Who is always dwelling upon, indulging on is a raha. Ramate iti raha. Understand? Kasmin ramate asushu. Asushu vishayeshu. Asu means vishayam. Vishayam. And not only vishayam, along with that, your sense organs are also called pranaha vishayaha. So combined with this, we are all catering to that only. As long as you live, you are like that. That's why Bhagavan says, Asuram bhavam ashrita. You are not Asura. Asura sarka maharashtra. So Asura sarka patam. That is not particularly that condition. Asuram bhavam. Similar to them. That is why. Never ending. Bhai Asura, kitna bhoga abhi tak शांत नहीं हो गया है, तृप्त नहीं हो गया है अभी भी. That is what the whole thing that is there. People, everything, that condition. So that is why Rama says particularly, Mooda Buddhayaha Vayam, Kashtam means alas. What to talk? That's why every bhasha is there. Kashta. Kai karto bol? Kashtam. Rama says, Kai karu. In Tamil also, Kashtam. That's Kashtam. Say, expression, Kashta. In Kannada also must be there. Telugu also must be there. This expression, Kashta. That Kashtam. That's why Rama says, Aho Kashtam. Why Vayam Mooda Buddhayaha Asata Eva Vikrishtaha. Asat means which is not real. जो सच नहीं है उससे विकृष्टाः आकृष्टाः आकर्षण टेम्पटेशन टेम्पटेड दे आर ऑल ड्रैग्ड एंड पुल्ड जो नहीं है वो हाई करके समझ के उसका पीछे भागता है पीछे भागता आदमी क्या करूं बोलने से समझेगा क्या उधर कुछ नहीं है तेरे को लगता हाँ तुमको नहीं तो हमको है चलो दैट्स व्हाट एवरीबॉडी सेज आई डोंट नो व्हाई यू आर गोइंग देयर व्हाट इज देयर सी यू मे नॉट हैव बट आई हैव. This is what everybody will say. You say, I don't think it is all that beautiful or anything. Maybe not for you, for me it is. This is what everywhere. Anything you say, each one will say, please, that's what personal view. That's what is all relative. What is for me may not be for you. We justify everything. This type of outlook is Rama is telling. Really what is not there, is what I told you. You project high karke, then you run after that. You only project all the things, everything. This called in our Shastra, Vedanta says particularly, this is all Shobhana Adhyasam. Shopto Maharashtra. Tula Shopto. प्रत्येकाना काय शोभतो आहे कसा शोभतो चांगला आहे एवढा छान आहे एवढा असा आहे तसा आहे कितना अच्छा है भाई कितना सुंदर है क्या है everybody's mind project that and start running after everything. That's why Rama says every buddhi is like that. And everybody has got their own area, their own outlook, but nobody is an exception. Only area differs from person to person, but everybody has got this outlook. Towards what? Towards the common world. That's why in the shop there are so many items. Not everybody goes to the same. Each one has got their own favorite selection. That's what. Same thing Rama says. All because of what? Your buddhi gives the value. Buddhi says chan hai. Mind says buddhi also says खूब छान है. चलो. That's what. Evaluation, everything. Final passage judgment. Yes, very nice. Then mind says, chalo, le lo. All the thing goes up. This is what is the process of our this thing. That's what Rama is telling. Because we are all leading life. And in the world, nobody bothers about all these things. That's what you must understand. ये दुनिया में कोई सोचता नहीं है. दुनिया में सब लोग के लिए वो ठीक है. That's why वेदांत में जब सुनता है अच्छा नहीं लगता है किसको भी. But when can you understand and appreciate only if you are a mumukshu, please? That's why we always say it is not meant for all and sundries. That's why I told you in the introduction, why this is not prasiddham all these things, because एक गृहस्थी आदमी लोग के लिए ये ठीक नहीं लगता है. That's why Bhagavan has told you, na buddhi vedam janaye ajnanam karma sanjinam. That's why this is not for anybody. If we saw adhikari, who is adhikari? You all must understand. That's why जब आप लोगों को मोक्ष चाहिए बोलेगा तो ये सब सुनना पड़ेगा. ये सुनने में मन को अच्छा नहीं लगता है. Are you all feeling happy? No. ये सब सुनने से you never feel cheerful. Why? It looks like as though they are accusing us. If it or not, they are pointing out our mistakes. That's what you will feel. As long as you think like that, you must understand you are still not qualified for Vedanta. You must know that. That's what we say. You to understand and come to Vedanta, not somebody try to make you a Vedantic student. It is not possible. That's why otherwise you all can feel more guilty rather than becoming understanding and maturity. That will not come. These are all the things you all must understand what Vedanta puts qualification and all in its person. If you are really a rogi, you have got a patient, you have got rogam, you have got disease, and you are sincere, I want to become free. You will never grumble, doctor, why are you giving this medicine? Nothing. You will be ready to take any medicine. You are willing to undergo any particular treatment. Why? I am very sincere. I want to become free from problem. That is what is Vedanta. A mumukshu means I have understood. Shankaracharya writes in the particular Viveka Chudama, Doduyamanam Davagni Sattam. That's what Rama is telling all these things here. Understand it? When you are being scorched by sun, what do you want at that time? Where cooling will come, which is the place where shade is there, where cooling, you run for that. That is what the samsara davagni tattam. You should be that. You are not that. Because in your opinion, samsara is very tanda, nice. So how can you run for coolness anywhere? That's what it is. That is why such mind is not fit for Vedanta. You all must understand what is adhikaritya. That is what is called vivekam, which Rama is having now. That's why Rama is pointing out. But do you all anytime point out that? Think of that. In your own mind, heart of heart, do you find anything wrong with the world at any time? You must think yourself. Though we have been talking all these things, does your mind at any time agree and come along with Vedanta and say, yes, what Vedanta says is correct. There is problem. Does it say at any time? That is the question. When that is not there only, we have conflict in the mind that whether to go for class or go somewhere else. That is what the whole thing is. That's what it is. It shows there which gets priority, which gets preference. Then we justify, if at all anything else, after all we are all family people, no? What? Next minute that will come. That is, we cannot ask any question. Understand it? That's why I don't ask anyone of you, why didn't you come? Initially I used to ask all these questions because I was very new. So I thought whoever is coming, they all must come regularly. Understand? These are all my very strictness. I had all these things. As Swami Dayananda says, that is, I thought I can correct them, they corrected me, they have corrected everyone. Understand? I have also got corrected. Plenty of corrections I have gone through. You must all understand. We learn. We are also come here and we also learn a lot. We are all particularly polished a lot by interacting and living in this world and seeing everything. We get more and more corrections in all of us. That's why this is a learning process for us also. Don't think we are teaching. You may say we are teaching, but we are learning a lot. That's what we must all understand. This life is for learning. We are still sadhakas. Though for you we are teachers, but at our own level, we are all learning more and more because there is plenty to learn in life. And every situation teaches you. Everything teaches you. If you take it for granted, I know everything, then you cannot learn. Like that, I am telling you, when I used to ask people, they always used to say, you must understand, you are not like you. Everybody used to say, Swamiji, you have got more responsibilities. You have got so much responsibilities. You have got family. You have got that. You have got office. How do you expect us to regularly come and all? So whenever possible, we will come. That's all. So I have to accept that and keep quiet. What else to do now? That's why I never ask any one of you, why didn't you come? Have I ever asked you? That's what you all must understand. That's why I stopped that. Completely stopped. Never ask anybody, why didn't you come? Why you don't come? Because I understand that. You all must know that. I have learned a lesson. That it is not proper to ask. If it is an ashram, and you are inmate of the ashram, and when you don't come, then we can ask, because all these problems are not there. That I used to ask in my camp. Whenever I used to go in the camp, and I always give a time for everybody, what is the time for the camp, class and all. And whenever people come late, I always ask them, is the bus late today? I always ask them. Because from their room to come to the hall, there is no bus required, but still they are late. Why are you late? So I used to ask. This is my method of asking. Understand it? Because what is the distance between the hall and their room is hardly 2 minutes walk, but still they are late. So this is what we must understand. So at that time I can very well put a question to people, but not here. But I used to do it, commit a mistake that in the initial stage. Subsequently I learned a lesson. That's what I am accepting, admitting, because you have got your own exigencies in life. So you will try to justify. That is why Shastra says, as long as you can be more free from all these things, then you can commit to this. Understand? That is what is necessary. Otherwise, whenever possible, particularly. So I always used to say, somebody told me like that, comable when able. Comable when able. A new English. A new English. Comable when able. Understand itself. Like that. That is the thing that is going on particularly. So like this is our problem. So what I am trying to say is, all the things that is told may not be relishing for all of you. Because you all will feel, and many people can say, these are all pessimism. Understand? These are all non-progressive. That is why if you give all the judgment for this, you can understand you are still not fit for this study. You must understand that is why. And when you are not fit for this study, sure, your mind will pass all these remarks. Not sure. I am telling you beforehand. So in case your mind is doing that, understand you are still not ready. तैयार नहीं इसके लिए अभी तक. भी तैयार नहीं है. बहुत टाइम है तैयार होने के लिए. That is why when you are ready, when you say that is all pessimism, and this alone is optimism, then only. That is what is nitya nitya vastu vivekam iha mutra palabhoga viragaha. That is what is Rama is trying to point out here, which you all must understand, all the things. That is what is. So that being the case here, particularly, why Muda Buddhayaha Rama is telling particularly? Because we are all like this. Why Iva Jaisa, how we want, like even, it is now, Vane Mugdha Mrigaha. Rama puts Vane, and I don't know, maybe in the Vanam also it may be there, but Vane means it cannot be. But Rama puts Vane, Mugdha Mrigaha, deluded animals, Prani. Mrigaha, particularly, Mriga Trishnambasa Vikrishtaha. Understand? Mriga Trishna, or everybody knows Maharashtra, everybody means, जो पानी उधर नहीं है, पानी हाई लगता है, और पीछे उसका पीछे भागता है. कौन? That is why generally animals run. ये मृग चलता है उसका पीछे, that is called मृग तृष्णा. ते जानवर आला जरा एवढा ताण वाटलं, पाणी आहे तिकडे, पळतो पाणी नाही आहे. तरी काय तिकडनं बघितलं इकडे म्हणून इकडे पळत येतोय. This is what we are all. We think sometimes here happiness is there happiness is there, इसमें सुख है, उसमें सुख है. Don't we run after? That means नवीन नवीन है ना, तो बघितला, आता नवीन आलाय ना, तिकडे जातो, इकडे जातो. That's what we are all. Everywhere we are knocking about, thinking there is more sukham, there is this there, security there. We are all running about. This is what the particularly outlook of everybody. Hence Rama says, each one, no difference between. That's what we told you in the Tattva Bodha itself. What is common between we and animals are many things. But we have got one buddhi, where we have got this thinking capacity. If you don't use, you are equal to the animals only. If you are more totally dragged by instinct only, we are no different from animals. Though we have got instinct, but instinct should be ruled by vivekam. That is what is not there. We go along with the instinct only. उसका साथ में जाता है. मन बोला साथ में गया, वो बोला उसका साथ में गया. That as long as you do, you can do. आप कर सकता है. पीछे आप में और प्राणी में कोई फर्क नहीं भाई. आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनानि समानि चेतानि नृणाम पशूनाम. सब कुछ शरीर का है. वो प्राणी भी जन्म लेके आता, उसको माँ बाप है. आपको भी जन्म लिया, माँ बाप है पहला common between both. There is birth, parents are there, you are also born same place. Understand? Having born, they grow, you also grow. Then because you are born and grow, you also need food, आहार है, उसको भी आहार चाहिए. हर एक प्राणी के लिए खाना चाहिए. खाता है, अपना अपना खाना खा के क्या होता है? बढ़ता है. Everything grows. Everybody grows. What is the difference between you and all of them? Everything is same. बीच में क्या होता है? उसको भी थोड़ा रोग आता है कि नहीं? जख्मी हो तो they also get injured. They get particularly some disease. Everything happens to them also. Then in them also there is love, prem hai. They also love. They also have fight. They have also so many enmities. Everything that is there. They have got fear. You also got fear. Understand it? Only thing is they need not go to college and school. They don't need money. They don't need clothes. That difference may be there. That is there. This thing. But they also have many things common. Understand it, sir? Then Maithunam means this particular sensual pleasures and all. That's also common. Stree Purusha Sanyoga, Sukham, they also have. You also have. Common. That is there in them and you. What difference is there in that? Whether you are educated or not, we all continue for that and we all long. They are also longing. Like this, finally, disease, death is there. For them only. They also become old and aged and they also die. We also die. So all these things are what? Samanam. Samameva. What difference do you find? No. Nowadays they also got hospital. You have also got hospital. They also doctor. Medicine, injections. Everything is there. Understand for them. What else? At least many of them things are useful. You are not. Nothing is useful here. There's only difference I tell you. Animals, many things are useful. Whereas we, nothing is useful, everything nuisance. There's another one is useful. Everything nuisance. Understand it? So what is the speciality of human beings? Shastra says, Jnanam naranam adhiko vikesha. Jnanam here means your buddhi. Buddhi as the instrument is called Jnanam. Avrutam Jnanam etena. That's Jnanam. The buddhi, the thinking capacity, which is called your Viveka Shakti. Vivechana Shakti, discriminative power. That is the Vishesham for all of us. That is not ordinary, rudimentary they have got. Even Shankaracharya says, even an animal can have a rudimentary, a basic discrimination. It has got. Why? He says, a cow knows what is good for it and what is bad for it. Shankaracharya says. Pashwadivishya, particularly he says now. Pashwadivi. In animals, everywhere it is common only. Common everywhere. What is that? You know what is good for you, bad for you. So he says, what is great about animals? A cow, he says, cow is by his experience, it knows. Green grass, hirva, chan, gavat hatat ठेवला. गाय काय करणार? पळत येणार तुमच्याकडे, या, पळत येणार काय छान आपल्याला. So it knows, from distance it knows. Wherever green grass is very nice for me, my favorite, it will run. You need not teach it. By nature it knows. Similarly, you also think and say, this is good for me, that is good for me. This instinct is there. But, एक आदमी काटी घेऊन, मोठा अंग असा खड़ा है, गाय जवळ येणार का? ते कुत्ता आता है, वह पूंछ ऐसा करके, but you take पत्थर भागता है. They also know inference is there in them. What is good and bad. What is great about you, sir? What is great about you? Tashwadavishya avishesha, Shankaracharya says. There is no difference. Because these are all on the basis for you to decide what is human. Human is much more than all these things. You must understand. Human is to understand, use the discriminative power properly. As long as you are not able to do only, like animal खड्डे में जाके तुम भी गिरता है. That is why हाथी इतना बड़ा है, but because of its attraction for this pleasure, खड्डे में जाके गिरता है. इतना शक्ति हो के क्या फायदा है? उधर गिर के बाहर आने को मालूम नहीं है. चूहा भी अंदर गिरता है. So वाक पण आप जातो. Everybody goes in there and gets because of this weakness for everybody. You all must understand. So weakness cages you, traps you. That's why human intellect should be used. Vivekam, not to get trapped. That is what Vedanta says. When you totally live by instinct, you are sure to be trapped in the samsara. But where it is. So this is that's common. So use your Vivekam. But we are not using. That's why Rama says, alas, 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 alas. That is why it is particularly. Okay. So Mugdha Murgame, deluded animals. They are all Avivekam. They are all particularly, all of them. Now another way Rama says, we are all slaves, he says. Slaves, particularly. So Kaidi bolte hai na? Slaves, Kaidi. Rama says, we are all particularly slavery we have. What means? No freedom. We are all slaved by all these things. What is that Rama says? Nakena chitta vikrita. Vikrita iva samstitha. Badamudha vayam sarve janana api shambharam. Rama says one reality. So everywhere who vayam means upon. We are all people. What is our reality, Paramartha? Na kenachit vikritaha. कोणी आपल्याला विकत घेतलं नाही रामा म्हणतात. दॅट इज वाय व्हॉट इज स्लेव. कैदी म्हणजे काय? नॉट ओनली प्रिसन. कोणाला विकत घेतलं म्हणजे तुम्ही त्यांच्या कैदी झाला. ऐका नाही. दिस कॉल ओल्डन डे स्लेवरी. अंडरस्टँड. ब्रिटिशर्स यूज टू बाय पीपल. अंडरस्टँड इट सेल्फ. These are all the things you must know. Many movies you would have seen. How they used to buy slaves and transport slaves. Their life and all they will show all those things. So, but then when they are like that, what? Khana wo dega jabi khane ka. Oh, khada hone ko akka din khada ho like this. You can see the bullocks and all poor things. The bullocks and animals and all. Oh, gaadi mein lagaya. वो कुछ करता है कि ना ऐसा उसको गाड़ी में लगा के खड़ा होना पड़ता है. अरे भाई कुछ काम नहीं छोड़ो ना उसको. वो नहीं छोड़ेगा. Because they are all particular slave. Vikrita na. Vikrita. No freedom. This is what we do. Animals are free. All over running about. सब प्राणी अपने हाथ से कुत्ता बित्ता सब भागता है. तुम्हारा प्रेम बोल के कुत्ता पकड़ा. उसको पीछे पिंजरा में रखा नहीं तो क्या बांध के रख दिया. कला विक्रीता. थोड़ा खाना पीना देता है तो हम बोला जैसा बाहर नहीं जाओ, इधर नहीं जाओ, उधर नहीं जाओ. This is what it is. This is what it is. Everything. Out of love also we put people total no freedom. No freedom. This is what it is. This is what the whole thing is. So though we human beings are not slaves. ऐसे न विक्रीताहा. वयम न विक्रीताहा केनचित. किससे भी कोई भी अपने को विकत घेतलं नाही. Nobody has purchased us or made us slave. We are not somebody's property. माझा म्हणून सांगायला मी तुला विकत घेतलंय, एवढं पैसे दिलंय, ऐसा शब्द. Understand itself. Though we are not, that is the reality. Are you? No. That is, even though you are employed in the particular office, if the office boss thinks you are a slave of the boss, will you accept? Though you are God and you are signed to be an employee, but then you don't like to be a slave. If anybody starts treating you like that, what you will say? I don't want your job, you resign and go away. I have my own freedom. Understand itself. You cannot accept. You cannot accept slavery. Slavery you cannot accept. That is what is intelligent way of seeing. Understand itself. Self-respect is that. That freedom should not be curtailed by anybody in the name of anything. But anybody does that, you feel particularly suffocating life. That is. Rama says, fact is that na kenachid vikrita vayam. But there is no particularly, even though it is, you have to add, ऐसा होने से भी फिर भी विक्रीता इव संस्थिता. आपण कसा आता कोणीतरी विकत घेतल्यासारखा. कोण विकत घेतलाय? विषयाने आपल्याला विकत घेतलेलं आहे. दॅट इज वी आर डिपेंडंट ऑन विषय. त्या बगर त्याविना कसं चालवायचं हो? त्याच्या जीव मला होत नाही हो. दॅट इज ओपिनियन. दॅट्स व्हॉट आवर थिंकिंग इज. सो वी हॅव बिकम स्लेव्स whom slave to all vishayas. That's why I told you in 7th chapter. We are all mortgaged. We have mortgaged our freedom to Vishayas, to everything. That's why though we are free, I cannot live without that. I cannot live without this. How to live without that? How to live without that? You ask a question. That's why I always ask you how to become free. To understand, there was a time I was without it. Is it or not? That's what you must know. So now to think I cannot live is foolishness. Because I have lived without it, so I can live without it. That you don't think. That's why you cannot come out. You want to come out, you must understand. I said there was a time I have lived without it. Maybe now I lived, so it looks like that, but I can still live without it. Earlier I could live, now also I can live. Provided there is a will, there is a way. This is what is how to become free. Understand? That is what is necessary. The thinking. What makes you free is one thinking binds you. Another thinking makes you free. So both are in your hand. But when you think only one way, one track mind, you will only be bound in life. You must understand that. These are all the things we must know. We must know. This is how to become independent in life. The independent in life is that way. Because Bhagavan has given you this freedom, which you must know how to employ, how to use properly. That is what is very much essential. So Rama says, this is the avastha, sadhyavastha pratyekancha. Ramacha suddha, Rama also. That is what Rama says. Pratyek manush aata hai, मी पण सध्या असा आहोत, तसा रामा म्हणतात. That is what Rama says particularly. Bhata means alas. अहो, particularly मूढ़ाः सर्वे, सब लोग मूढ़ है, all deluded, ignorant, idiotic, foolish fellows. That's what Rama says, everybody. Particularly, why Shambaram janana api vikrita iva samsidaha. That is the Shambaram is all wealth in the world. Sarva Srimanta, जे काय आहे सर्व, त्याच्याबद्दल समजून जानाना अपि, एवढा खूप शिकलेला, पण याच्याबद्दल आता भावना ठेवू, but your outlook doesn't undergo any change in spite of highest of education. That's why janana खूप जानतो. That's why sometimes you say, that fellow is educated so much, why will he behave so foolishly? You ask a question. Don't you ask? एवढा शिकलेला आहे, आता काय वागतोय? That's what the question. That's what Rama is telling. In spite of lot of education and all, still people in this matter, they don't seem to understand and improve. This is what you must know. That's why how many people, though highly educated, some places they cut a sorry figure, is it or not? In their behavior, in their weakness and other things. That's why highly educated people sometimes they drink and how they behave. How they behave with people. That's what you have seen, so many things happening. So why? Because their education seems to be nowhere when it comes to the weakness of the senses and other things. That's what Rama is trying to tell. The problem of human beings. Okay. Now Rama generalizes and asks a question. Understand itself. Bahumat, general question. किमेतेषु प्रपञ्चेषु भोगानाम सुदुर्भगाः मुधैव हि वयं मोहात् संस्थिता बद्धभावनाः. So again Rama is asking particularly Vayam. Vayam means upon sarva. Mudha evahi vyartha. Mudha means vyartha. All waste. For no purpose. Mudha evahi. Particularly. Sudurbhagaha means unfortunate. Particular Durdaiva. Maharashtra. Unfortunate. Sudurbhagaha. All of us. This is our condition particularly. He says, Eteshu prapancheshu. Here Maharashtra prapancha. Eteshu, this, prapancheshu, the world. Which is plural, means vishayeshu. Prapancheshu, vishayeshu. In all the objects, towards all the objects, everything. Prapancheshu. He says now, Bhoga nama kim. Bhogaha nama kim. What is this bhogam? What is this pleasure? Sukha म्हणतात तुम्ही. हे कुठे हो, काय मला कळत नाही. काय? Rama asked a question. हा जगात सर्व भोगायचं भोग सर्व म्हणतात, सुख वाटतोय, काय कुठे मलाच कळत नाही. That's what Rama is telling. भोगा नाम किम? भोग नाम किम? एदेषु प्रपंचेषु I don't find anything. But people are all telling it is there particularly. Why? सुदुर्भगा, अनफॉर्चुनेट. जो नहीं है हाई बोल के उसका पीछे भाग के सब फंसता है, मरता है. It is now मुदैवे की मगम मोहात भ्रांति, out of wrong thinking, false delusion particularly. Baddha bhavanaha samstitaha. And because of that we are all particularly dependent, आश्रिताः. स्वतंत्र नाही, काय करू? बगर के जाऊ शकत नाही मी, काय करू? That is called बद्ध भावना. बांधलेल्या सारखं बद्ध भावना. It is called बंधन. They are all dependent. या बगर लावू शकत नाही, हा बगर नाही, हा नसलं तर कसं होणार, हे नसलं तर कसं होणार, असं भावना ठेवून किती दुःखात, भीती, कन्सर्न, सस्पेन्स. This is the life of people. All people, this is the life. What life people have come to. What people have come to. This is what Rama is asking. Okay. Now further, this itself Rama is further explaining. आज्ञातं बहुकालेन व्यर्थमेव वयं वने मोहे निपतिता मुग्धाः शुभ्रे मुग्धा मृगा इव. Now Rama again wants to tell our particularly situation. आपला अवस्था काय? Rama is again telling in another way. आज्ञातम बहुकालेन. आज्ञातम means from the time known. कितना दिन से हो तब से. बहुकालेन कितना काल झाला. This what शास्त्र says. अनादिकाल प्रवृत्तः. अनादिकाल प्रवृत्तम. कभी से शुरू हो गया मालूम नहीं, ये चालू है. सो आज्ञातम बहुकालेन वयम व्यर्थमेव. व्यर्थ फॉर नो रीजन, नो यूज, नो पर्पस. व्यर्थमेव वयम मोहे वने निपतिताः. इन द फॉरेस्ट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, डेल्यूशन, भ्रांति. कौन सा वन है? मोहवन. मोहवनात पडला है. अंडरस्टैंड? मोहवना मीन्स दिस रॉन्ग थिंकिंग, चुकीच्या भावना, भ्रांती. या वनात पडून याच्यातून बाहेर पडायचा मार्ग पण कळत नाही, म्हणून तिथे आपण हिंडतो. And Rama said this vanam is not ordinary vanam. And where are you? That itself Rama gives another one particularly. Even we are all there. Nipatitaha. So mohe vane nipatitaha. And moham itself is shobhre. Mohe shobhre nipatitaha. Moham itself is shobhra kadda. Shobhra means a kadda. खड्डे पड़ला सर्व, सब खड्डे में गिरा है. कौन सा खड्डा है? मोह खड्डा. और एक खड्डे से कैसा बगड़ आने का मालूम नहीं है. दैट इज आवर स्टेट नाउ पर्टिकुलरली. निपतिताः हाउ इव मुग्धा मृगाः वने शुभ्रे निपतिता. लाइक एन एनिमल फॉल इन ए पिट इन द फॉरेस्ट. वनात एक प्राणी सुद्धा खड्डेत पडलं. काय विहीर असतात ना, पाणी नाही पडलं आतमध्ये. कसं शकुंतला पडली का नाही, तसं. लाइक दॅट एव्हरीबडी कॅन फॉल. अँड वी आर ऑल इन दिस पिट ऑफ that which is called as mohavanam. So you can understand Rama says what is the plight of the human beings. We are all, though Rama says in our opinion we are all highly educated, highly literate, we know a lot of things, but our life condition is what? Every time you say we are in lot of trouble, we don't know what to do. That is what is our problem. In spite of all these things, when situation comes, we don't know what to do, how to get out of it. So this is what is samsara. Why? Because we have spoiled our thinking by a particular thing. Understand itself. We have got a track of thinking, we are in that track only. And we cannot think any other track. So that is called Rama says. So that is why Rama says, I am also, is a contagion, it looks like it for me also, Rama says. That's what I told you in the beginning. So Rama is like all of us because why? The Shapa and all for that purpose only it was told. It's called Manushya Avataram for that purpose. So Rama is talking like human beings. That is right. So that is what you must understand. This is what is Manushya Avataram means. Manushya, Bhagavan bhi Manushya okay aya. We are all Manushya. Paramatama is Paramatama we are all. So Rama is also like that. But when it is a human buddhi means this problem is there. What is that two? That is Ajnanam plus Papam. Two things. This is what you must understand. What is the problem of human being? Ajnanam backed by Papam also. Then our thinking, our life becomes like this. So Rama is depicting that. So how to be out of this he is going to ask. So that is why Moksha Margam will come. That is later. But the case is presented now. The case is presented. Generally Vedanta presents itself. Here Rama as an individual is presenting. So that is the beauty of it. So particularly, so if you understand, you can see the impact of that. How the impact is. That's what we should understand. But I told you, if you are not ready, you will not able to digest it. You can pass a different, particularly that which is called remark or criticism that these are all pessimism. Understand itself? To look like it, if at all it comes in your mind, understand you are still not ready. You are not ready for moksha. That's what you must all understand. So thus, understand it because it is totally for moksha like doctor criticizing a type of food and other thing. This is bad. This has got this. Everything doctor will say. It may be your favorite. But if you want to be free from the disease, you should not say, doctor, you cannot say like that. After all, like this, you cannot say all that. Understand itself? That's what you must know. This is a medicine for a disease which you should know. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Mahyache Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, wait.